Vampire the World Over Heaven is broken, and I'm just going to show you why in this video. Nothing special, but if I want to show you that, we have to get to the moveset. Its moveset consists of 3 or 4 moves. The first is Y, which is Reality Overriding Punch. This will change the dimensions of your opponent's limbs, and it will take off a limb. This is very good, and if it takes off an arm, you get a damage boost for a short time. Its T move is Throw Knives. You can upgrade the amount of knives that you are able to throw, and the max amount is 4. Each one doing at fully upgraded 8.1. Important note that you can upgrade these knives to get the electricity. I don't know what it's called, but it applies stun and it freezes your enemy in place. I highly recommend this upgrade as it's a good combo starter. Your next move is your G move, which is the Heaven Ascended Smite. It sends them flying, and it does 35 damage. This move cannot be upgraded, but it can be comboed into Time Stop. This is true. Its last move is the most devastating, and you might not even be able to know. It's Time Stop. Time Stop is being able to upgrade up to 8 seconds, and it's your most devastating move. If your opponent does not have Time Stop resistance, it will freeze them in place and allow you to use moves. The next section is how to use your moves correctly. First, I'm going to start with the most obvious, the Y key. So, what I would like to do with the Y key is I like to land a freeze, knives, 2 M1s, and then your Reality Overriding Punch. This move cannot be cancelled, so it's really easy to get a combo off of it. And if they don't know how to perfect block, then you can just combo with it. Your next move is the G key, and I recommend to use this move into Time Stop. G into Time Stop, get your M1s, a freeze, and then a Reality Overriding Punch once DO says 0. This does so much damage, and it's crazy OP that they still allow this to be in the game. The last move is its best, Time Stop. Time Stop can be used in several ways, passive or offensive. If you're trying to play passive, you can try and run up to buildings and run away. If you're trying to play aggressive, then you can get damage off in it. I'll talk more about this in advantages and disadvantages. The World Over Heaven has many advantages and disadvantages, and right now I'm going to tell you why. Let's start with the advantages. First of all, the World Over Heaven has a super high destructive power, and it's just basically invincible. Its damage, its M1s do about 10, 11 damage, which is crazy. You do 30 damage and 3 M1s. That's what makes your Time Stop so powerful. Next, just your Time Stop in general. I mean, even with a 3-4 second Time Stop, you can one-shot them if you know how to do the combo correctly. Next is that you're really tanky if you have a vampire build. Like, you don't really take that much damage, but your damage output is so high. Next up is just your general moveset. Your moveset is really powerful and is a great kit to combo with the World Over Heaven. Next, I'm going to be segueing into our disadvantages. One of the disadvantages of the World Over Heaven is that you can't really get a build. My build takes 58 points, and it only leaves about 42 points for a build, which means that you're going to have to divide 20 among your skill tree and your spec tree, evenly or not. I don't really care. Next is that Hammond users do a little damage to you. Like, if it's Hammond SPTW might be, and D4C Love Train might be one of the only counters to Vampire the World Over Heaven, because it just does a ton of damage and you can't really fight back. Next up is counters. Counters can be a big well, counter to the World Over Heaven, because most of its moves don't come out that fast and can be easily countered or parried. That being said, Heaven Ascended Smite is still a good move. That's all for advantages and disadvantages. Let's move on to personal opinions. Next are my personal opinions on this stand. This will probably be the longest part, because I'm just going to explain to you why this stand is so broken. First of all, the World Over Heaven's destructive power is crazy. It should be nerfed a little bit. I think a 1.6 barrage sounds fine on TWOH. But, the clicks are a big part of its kit, so you probably don't want to nerf those. That being said, the stand does need nerfs, though. So, first, start with, it's a Y move. The, Heaven Ascended, like, hit or whatever. I don't fuck what it's called. But it changes your body dimensions, and if it takes off your left arm, you do so much more fucking damage. That's scary. So take off the limb removal for the arm and the body proportions. Make the time less for the amount it takes. Because it's about like 20 seconds maybe? 20 maybe more. Take off the timer, nerf that to like 10 seconds. And just remove the whole left arm passive in general. That's why the stand is just so broken. And Heaven Ascended Smite should not be able to combo, like, to give you a free time stop. That's just broken. But the stand it's pretty balanced. Except for that part of the move. But I don't know how you would nerf that, so. Next is just, its passives. Personally, for the grind that it takes to get the stand, I'm okay with the passives. Like, I'm pretty sure the damage passive, true damage aspect, and something else, I don't know. But I'm okay with that. But what I'm not okay with is that for one upgrade, for like, I don't know, I think it's a really cheap upgrade, your knives can literally stun. Which means that your knives combo into your other moves. And it basically just gives you a free Y. Which is bullshit. And, I'm sorry. There's just these really toxic guys on my server while I'm, commentating. But, your knives combo into everything. Really free. And, Vampire freeze. Now, this is just, like, this isn't, the World Over Heaven rant. This is just a rant in general. Freeze should not be able to be used at the end of time stop. I fought SPTW Vamps and SPTW, Boxings. They use their stun at the very end of the time stop. And that is what happens. You get frozen, they extend their combo, and you die. Because usually SPTW can just do about, I'd say a good 75% of their health if you know what they're doing. And, and then they would just do their beatdown, a few clicks, and then you die. Fix that, please. That's bullshit. Something else that they need to fix about TWOH is the stand speed. Though, for something as fast as TWOH, where it's like M1s come out in about like a quarter or two, like, a quarter or two, I have no clue what I'm saying. All of its M1s come out in about 2 seconds. And that's like 4 or 5, 50 damage. And max vitality is 200 health. Do the math. Your health just gets obliterated by the World Over Heaven's M1s. You could probably win a 1v1 by just using M1s. It's really, that's it. If they're not gonna nerf anything else about TWOH, my first nerf would be the sand speed. I'm just saying. And yeah, it's the mod spec killer. So many mods have died to just like teams with that shit. Oh boy. Oh man. Ouch. My stomach hurts. Okay, anywho. I think that's about it for rants. So thank you. Thank you. I don't know what the next part will be segueing into. I haven't thought of that much yet. Give me a sec. Thanks for watching all the way through the video. This is the end. And, yeah, the world of heaven is overpowered. I don't think it needs any further explanation. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. And, yeah, that's it. Okay, have a good day.